Hello everyone, this is the Owl House County Transit Van here, and today we're going to discover rolling stock of Metrolink in Roblox, which is the episode 1, which is going to be the GM and EMD F59PH locomotives, which are their both best locomotives and the most popular locomotives of them. So now, let's get right into it here. Before the F59, Metrolink was using E units, F units, GP7s, and GP9s to pull their passenger cars. But all the way back in 1987, Metrolink has took a look at Go Transit's new orders of locomotives. The reason why they needed something that can accelerate quicker and go up to 83 miles per hour and pull loaded 10-car trains during the special events like the games like the FIFA World Cup and the Super Bowl. They were built between 1988 and 1993 in the GM plant in London, Ontario, in Canada. The F59PH locomotive also has a separate generator, which is the HEP. These locomotives were also delivered in 4 batches. The first batch is numbered 811 to 829. The second batch is numbered 830 to 843. And the third batch is numbered 844 to 849. The fourth batch is numbered 850 to 873, which is the last batch of their F59PH locomotives. The first batch was built in 1988. The second batch was built in 1989 to 1990. The third batch was built in 1990, while the final and the fourth batch was built in 1994. In the mid-2000s, the locomotives got sent to CAD and Capstrel in Montreal for a rebuild. The rebuild would consist of getting new number boards, exception of 824, and dual roof-mounted RV-styled air conditioning units, and all the strobe lights getting replaced to the amber beacons or warning lights, except 811. Back in 2008 or 2009, the units got sent to the Norfolk Southern Pennsylvania Juniata shops for an overhaul. The overhaul consisted of getting new engines and upgrading them into EPA Tier 2 emission standards, and new paint jobs as well. The lucky thing is that most units retained the original livery during the overhauls, and some units getting repainted as well. The reason why that happened is due to the order of the brand new Hyundai Rota bi-level cars, which will come in a separate series. In 2018, Metrolink has contracted California Southland to rebuild all of the F59PH units, because Metrolink was finding a locomotive to replace them with, but they couldn't, so they have no choice but to keep them. So they had to contract California Southland to overhaul their extensive fleet of F59 locomotives. The exception are 857 and 868 because they got withdrawn from service back in 2022 and sold to CCT, Central California Transit, as 172 and 173. Why is due to the order of the two Brookville BL36PH locomotives numbered 921 and 922, which the BL36PH will also come in the separate series as well. Back in July 2018, 851 was the first unit to get sent. Then and re-entered service back on January 2019 in the new fresh livery in the Camp Kelly scheme. Is that Metrolink merged with New Growth Incorporated and Camp Kelly back in 2018. And we know one side of the passenger car got repainted in the Camp Kelly two-tone livery experimentally back in 2018. Because to know what livery the cars will arrive in, which the Bombardier Bilevels and Hyundai Rotems are a separate series, we said. These units are reliably serving Metrolink as of today, and the F59 locomotives are the best and most popular locomotives on Metrolink if you didn't know. The F59s were delivered with the K5LA and the mechanical bell. But back when they got overhauled in California Southland, they started to replace the mechanical bells with the Transtronic E-bells, only on refurbished units. In 2022, 811 received a special rhino wrapping in this older style paint scheme to honor the 120th anniversary of operations. I know 811 kept this wrap until 2023 in November. And as of today, the Metrolink F59s, except 857 and 868, which we talked about, are currently reliable and operating in service as of today. And I will see you all in the next episode. And thanks for watching, and bye!